Hey, I'm standing in a different position. You can see my Lord of the Rings shrine. My vlogging shelves, which are here and fabulous, the bed is now in front of, so shame.
Oh yeah, yummy.
Wow, my makeup looks very, very pale in this light. Let me just turn the ring light down a tiny bit. Oh yeah, that's better. That's much better. Okay, so in today's vlog, which I haven't done in ages by the way because I've just been busy and uni and assignments and things that just take over my life and work, and then I'm like, I'll make a video today, and then I forget, and then I'm like, I'll do it tomorrow, and then I forget. Don't hate me. But we're going to talk about makeup today and the cons of makeup. Now, as you can see, there's many pros. Many a pro covers up them flaws, catfishes your own face. I live for makeup, but there are some cons to wearing makeup. And we're going to start with some of the basics. And now, not everyone who watches this video will wear makeup and will understand. If you don't understand, then now you will know. One of the first things I'm going to talk about is playing an instrument, especially a violin or anything where it's near your face, because I'm learning the violin, she says, that hasn't done it in ages because she has no money to get a tutor. But I'm learning the violin, and you have to rest your chin on the violin. When you have makeup on, you can't do that because you're like this. Because if you rest your chin, you then get a big mark where there's no makeup, and then you have to redo your chin makeup. So playing the violin or any sort of instrument is not a thing you can do when you have makeup on. So I suggest if you're in some sort of orchestra, just don't wear any makeup, or wear it from like lip up. Spin on my leg like a babe like that. Another one, now this is a big one, is hugging people, because when I hug, sometimes I go in, and because I'm quite tall, people lean up to hug me, so their hand and arm kind of hits my face, and then I'll be like this, and it makes it seem like I don't want them near me, almost like they're disgusting and I'm repelling them or they stink, so I'm like, and then sometimes they'll pull me in for a proper hug, and then when I look down at their like black coat or whatever, someone's ringing me. We'll wait for that to be finished. Another ringtone as well, it's Jess. Jess is ringing me. She has her own ringtone. It's Hey Monica. Unfortunately I couldn't find the PewDiePie version, so I had to get the original. Or whatever. Fine. But hey Monica. So yeah, I look down at their arm or sleeve or whatever, or like collar, and there's foundation, and I'm like, and because I'm pale, I wear like really white foundation, like ivory, so I look down and I'm like, and then I think, how do I subtly, like if it's someone I know, I'm like, I've left makeup on you, and I'll rub it off. But if it's like a stranger who's hugged me, I have to like subtly wipe off my foundation off of their arm, and they're like, why are you stroking me? And I'm like, I'm just trying to get that off. And then I've got a patch where it's just left foundation on someone's arm, and I'm like, this is, what the fuck, man? Like, why do you have to hug me? Just don't hug me. Just spud or high five or a little like air kiss, whatever. Like, just don't do that. Just stop. Just stop. Also, to go along with hugging is when you kiss on the cheek. So sometimes I'll give people kisses on the cheek. If I give black people kisses on the cheek, I leave foundation on their face. And it's not racist, it's just a known fact. I once kissed my mum's priest on the cheek, and the next thing I knew, I looked over and he had just this white patch on his face, and I was like, how do I tell this man, how do I tell this priest that I wear so much makeup that when I kissed him it came off onto him? Clearly my fixing spray is not working, clearly I should use hairspray to fix it onto my face. And I looked over and I nudged my mum and I was like, I've no foundation on his face. And mum was like, you've got foundation on your face, and he was like, oh, and he was all embarrassed, and I was embarrassed, and I was like, fuck me. Like, it's so annoying. Like, it doesn't really happen. Anyone that's got like darker skin, it doesn't be black people, people with olive skin, anyone that's got darker skin than me, even tanned people, I will leave some sort of imprint onto their face and be like, oh, sorry, seems to be white foundation all over your face, sorry about that, my bad. It's just so annoying, so just don't hug and kiss me, just leave me the fuck alone, and we'll get on with our lives. If I'm kissing some sort of lad, this lipstick's fine, this does not come off, no, but I will sometimes wear lipstick that does come off, and then again they'll be like, why does she not want to kiss me? And I'm like, because this lipstick's expensive and I don't want it to come off. And kissing you means it will not only come off but go kind of all up around here, and you'll get it everywhere, and then it will just be a fucking mess. We'll just look like clowns and it'll be awful. Disgusting. Scratching for people that have makeup on is not a thing. We do not scratch. We do not scratch down and get rid of our makeup. We don't do that. What we do is we do this, and we dab, we prod the scratch. Normally around this area for some reason, if I get like scratches around my nose area, so I'll do this and this and this, and that is how I scratch. I've never gone in with a nail, because that is pure line. That is seeing my real skin underneath, and I don't want anyone to see that. Even right now I've got an itch and it's here, and I'm just gonna dab that Sometimes it takes forever. It's like my friend Nesme at uni, when she scratches under her wig, she just pats her head really hard, and I'm like, what are you doing? She's like, I'm scratching. Because sometimes you can't scratch like a normal person. You either have to smack or just tap. And sometimes I forget, and I'll just be like, and then there'll just be lines and then under my nails will be foundation, and I'll be like, this is the worst day. I didn't bring anything with me. Now I live for an eye rub. I love to just get in there and just, and then it just feels so good when you proper rub it against your eyeball and you're like, this is the best. Can you do that with makeup or just with mascara? Sometimes I'll forget and I'll rub my eye and I'm like, that's good, and then I'll look down and my fingers are all black, under here's all black, and I'm like, fuck. But when I don't have makeup on, I go to fucking town. It's like I haven't done it in months because I have mascara on like most days. Most days I leave it on over like the space of a week because I'm disgusting. Say if sometimes I get ready really early and I'm waiting for someone or whatever, I have to lay down like on the couch, just head. I can't side face onto a pillow or side face onto anything, just in case. Sometimes I'll just sit upright, uncomfortable, and just watch TV, because you can't side, because then when you let go, the pillow's got foundation on it. It's like the sleeve all over again. Eating noodles, which I'm actually about to do in a second, and I've realised that might be a bit of a mistake, but eating noodles or spaghetti or linguine, whatever long kind of egg-based, I nearly scratched there, look at that, egg-based product you got there, it will hit your chin, and then you dab that off, because you can't wipe off. This is another thing. If you eat and you get some sort of sauce, you can't wipe off, you dab it off, and then you're just basically dabbing in sauce into your face. It's like mixing with your foundation, because if you wipe it off, you've just wiped off the foundation and the highlight or whatever's there. So you have to kind of dab it off, like kind of press it and make sure you get it. So if you go on a first date and you have a full face of makeup, don't get noodles or spaghetti, just get rice or shell pasta. In the summer, I don't really like to have a full face of makeup in the summer most of the time anyway, because I like to just I like wearing like sunscreen and having like a fresh face. I like feeling the warmth on my actual face. But if I do choose to go out in full makeup, I'll sweat and it will drip, and they'll be like, it'll look like a waxwork, and it'll be disgusting. And that'll be that old saying of take a swimming before you go on a first date with us, then you see what she really looks like. Yeah, you will. Disgusting. Like, this is not what I look like on a regs. This is not what I look like. I catfish my own face. This is catfished. Okay, I'm still me, but I'm catfishing it with all the products that I buy and the time that I spend in front of a ring light making sure that I look fabulous. So, I know I don't do it for anyone else. I do this because I like makeup and it's like art to me. I can't draw, so I might as well draw onto my face and get it as perfect as I possibly can. So, yeah, you can take me swimming all you want and then you'll see the real me, and I'll be like, I told you I catfished. Like, I told you this wasn't really me. Another con to doing makeup is that with my face and with anyone else that has a round moon head, you'll realise that you don't have any sort of bone structure, and then you get a little bit depressed. I had to carve these cheekbones out of bronzer. They're not there. They're not there. I have to make sure I do that. Like, I barely have cheekbones when I smile. Like, it's just fat. I have no bone structure, okay? And that's another depressing thing about doing makeup, is that you realise just how hideous you are. So that's the cons, everyone. That's 10 minutes worth of cons of makeup. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you can relate. And if you didn't know, then now you know. The more you know. Dun, 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 dun. Can we have a little cuddle? Come here then. So, Crumble, what do you think of Mummy's face? Do you like Mummy's face? Does she look good? Oh, but you're so handsome. Can I have a kiss? It doesn't come off. I promise. This cat hates me, man. Anyway, I'll zoom back out. Thank you so much for coming. Cat hair everywhere. Thank you so much for coming and seeing me today. I really appreciate it. And push all those lovely little buttons at the bottom. Don't forget to subscribe. And I'll see all of you beautiful people, all of you beautiful makeup people, in the next one. Bye, 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 bye. Oh, and another thing about having a cat and makeup is that there will be hairs under my makeup. And you know, like when you paint a wall and you see the bristle hair? It's the same thing with cat hair. I'm like, there's hair under my foundation. Constantly, every fucking day I'm covered in hair.